which I already downloaded. You can see everybody open this one. Like I have one, two, up to 7 slides here. So Sumaya and Tanjina, let me know actually when like we
ভাইয়া আমার এতক্ষণে আমি সবই শুনতে পাচ্ছিলাম, বাট আমার কিছু একটা প্রবলেম হচ্ছে ডেস্কটপে সাউন্ডে। আই ডোন্ট নো।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা মানে ওকে তার মানে
আমি কথা বলে যাচ্ছিলাম, আমি কেন সবাই রেসপন্স করতেছে না আমার কথায়, পরে
হ্যাঁ
বুঝলাম যে ও আচ্ছা।
আচ্ছা সুমাইয়া তানজিলা এই স্লাইডটা ওপেন করো প্লিজ। জাস্ট কিপ ইট ওপেন। আমি আফটার আই আমি
ওপেন
আমি
করলাম।
জাস্ট ওপেন করে রেখে দাও। আর সিকিউর সার্ভারও তো আছে, উইল go between these two slides and then SQL Server. We're gonna talk that way. So I think yesterday, yeah, please downloading and everything. So it's a lot of distraction happened. So today, hopefully, is everything going to be smooth. And I think you guys all I already talked about the data and database, and also I talk about you can have data in a different place. You can keep it even pin drive, but that's not the good idea. People do not create that. But I'm just saying that you can create, if you have a hard drive, you can create database there. That's the reason I just show over here. But in general, we show represent data container like that. In the SQL Server also, you're gonna see similar type of container. So that shows as a data container database. And also try to show that from this right picture, you can see people are connecting to the uh, cloud. Cloud is nothing but just same computer hard drive, just but it is not on premise. It is somewhere else. We don't know. It could be anywhere around the world. So that's why it is called calling is cloud data cloud. So database is the systematic collection of data from the random information. So going to today also create our we together everybody create the data uh, database. We're going to create database. We're going to create inside. We're going to create just one table, and then also we're going to insert some data. So that is the basic things we will learn also, and then next also we're going to show how we can manipulate retrieve data from their fetch data from the database and from the table. So from the next slides, from the next slide is just a little bit more discussion about the database, background of database. As you can see, data is a collection of fact. Example, consider yourself, just your ourself we can think of. And ourself, we have a name, age, height, weight. Those are the address. All should be related to the data. Okay. Even the picture, image, those are also data. So those data actually systematic way when we create a row, column, everything, put it together, and then keep it in a database. Then is become inside the database we keep. Everything is if we consider it would be data. And also we have been creating millions of data. That's also I have shown in my webinar as well. There is every 60 seconds how much data we have been creating. So so and then this data and then database, that is the things we downloaded yesterday everybody. which is called data management system. No, the data management system also is a SQL Server management system. That's one we're gonna work. A SQL Server management system. Also, it's called database management system as well. So, see this DBMS, database management system, the software we yesterday download. That one is going connected through the browser. Actually, no browser, you put the data and then it goes to the database. Our database going to be in the C drive. Okay, C drive. When we're going to create the database, I'm going to show you this database created in a C drive. That's the hard drive. We create the database, but you can see it in front in your uh, management system as well. So here is just showing that usually uh, the when people do the front end work, and then is connected through ODBC, and then it goes in the table. So here you can see there are two type of, like a developer. Actually, when you think about the front end developer and then back end developer, who are the front end developer? They are developing the application by using like a C sharp, VB scripting, or C++. There are so many Java, there are many different language they use to develop the front end. But for the back end, it just we learn one language, which is SQL, structured query language. Just one language we learn, and those language actually there's SQL used in a all management system. That manager like Oracle is a management system, SQL Server is a management system, DB2 is a management system, MySQL is a management system. So all only we learn SQL, and then the structured query language, and just for all this management system, maybe it's very little different. So that's why backend developer or backend language is very simple in a way that it is just one language you have to learn. Okay, so after that, background and database. So okay, we already installed the SQL Server, and then I was talking about few things about the how we have to be familiar with this tool since we are going to use this tool. uh, I already talked a little bit yesterday, but I'm going to continue also today. So let's everybody open your SQL Server. You can also, you know if you want, you can also play with me these things. So this SQL Server is very user friendly. uh, Say for example, if I wanted to open a new query here, and we can create number of new query. It would be those are all different session. See, it has a different session. So if you create more, you will see different session. So this session, individual session, you can create, and you can even move each other, like you can move, and you can put it in the side. You can work here, you can work here, or if you need to copy sometime, you can do that. So it's very user friendly, and then you can put it back again, just put it there, it's going to go back there. And two things we always learn from here is just view object explorer. Okay, object explorer and solution explorer, these two. Okay, so this object explorer, we going to have, see, this is object explorer. This has a on the top, you can see all the connection. Okay, database engine, that is the thing for SQL Server. Okay, SQL Server only used database engine. But if you drop down, you also see uh, analysis, integration, reporting service, Azure storage. Those are all are different service. You can also can use connected from SQL Server. Like a SQL Server management system is hub, but those are also different application. But say for example, I have shown in my webinar, you have seen that I bring data from Excel to SSIS. This is
Bhaiya, can
yeah.
I show you my screen because my SQL
Okay, sure.
page is not like yours.
Okay, let me see.
Okay.
Okay, let me see. Yeah. Okay, I have to stop it.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
So my one is like that.
What is this now? Okay, so Sajid, Sajid,
I
Yes,
think
yeah.
আচ্ছা SQL Server profiler, এটা তো যে profiler, তুমি আচ্ছা তুমি এটা ক্লোজ করো তো দেখি, এটা ক্লোজ করো
okay.
তুমি যে ওকে সো এখানে SQL লেখো তো SQL
হ্যাঁ এটা
on the search place,
আচ্ছা
just like SQL. আচ্ছা হ্যাঁ এইটা রাইট, এটাকে রাইট ক্লিক করো, দেন
এটা ভাইয়া
হ্যাঁ 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 এটাকে রাইট ক্লিক করো, পিন টু তুমি টাস্ক বার দাও, পিন টু টাস্ক বার।
okay.
ওকে ওকে সো নাও ইউ ওপেন ইট, দিস ওয়ান।
এটা
Yeah,
okay.
okay. So I think
সুমাইয়া আপু কি মানে এটা পেরেছেন, মানে আমি শিওর না সেম জিনিসটা কি উনি পেরেছেন? আপু একটু কনফার্ম করবেন, না হলে তো আবার
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, I wanted to make sure you are in the right place, no?
কানেক্ট দিব ভাইয়া
হ্যাঁ এখন তুমি কানেক্ট দাও।
হ্যাঁ ভাই আমারটা এরকমই।
ওকে ওকে ওর ইকো হচ্ছে আই থিঙ্ক।
ইটস ফাইন। ওই যে আপুর দুইটা যে সুমাইয়া আপু আপনি একটা মিউট রেখে আরটা আনমিউট করবেন, তাহলে ইকোইং হবে না। আপনি দুই জায়গা থেকে জয়েন করেছেন। তানজিল আপু একটু ওয়েট করেন, হ্যাঁ এটা লোড হচ্ছে। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
আচ্ছা
ওয়েট।
okay.
সবসময় ম্যানেজমেন্ট কনসোলটা থেকে খুলতে হবে, মনে রেখেন। ওই টাস্কবার এখন তো আপনার আছেই।
হুম হুম
ঠিক আছে এখন
আচ্ছা
এখন এখন
শেয়ারিং স্টপ করে দিই না
হ্যাঁ এখন শেয়ার করতে আই থিঙ্ক নাও ইউ ক্যান ফলো মি অলসো, না?
ওকে
হ্যাঁ আমরা মনে হয় একটু সুমাইয়া আপুরটা একটু কনফার্ম হই, মানে আমরা উই ডোন্ট নো।
হ্যাঁ বলো তো, মনে হলো যে ইজ ওকে।
হ্যাঁ ভাই আমারটা তো দেখাচ্ছে আপনারটার মতোই।
ওকে ওকে দেন
বাট
আই
আমি
থিঙ্ক
ভিডিও শেয়ার করতে পারি, স্ক্রিন শেয়ার করতে পারি যদি দেখতে চান।
I think as long as it's same thing then is fine. তারপরে
ওকে
হুম okay so okay so it's if you can, yeah, if you can open it and do certain things with me, that's I prefer actually the way I teach it, just do it with me, so that like then you can do also practice, and then that how you really learn also, because when you'll do it then you'll learn, otherwise it's hard to learn by just listening. So you can also key drop down here, okay? When you drop down here you can see also all the connection, okay? So a database engine, I was just talking that we are going to use only database engine, but we have so many other application But this SQL Server is just like is a hub. You can connect it each one and bring the data, and you can do different things also as well from here. And then I was talking about the integration service, and I think in my demo I was showing that I was connecting that world population. I hope you guys seen that world population bring the Excel data, and through the integration service I bring one of these world population uh, over here in this folder, in this database. Actually, in this database I bring the data over here. uh, so from this connection, you can see like if I say database engine, see like here will gonna be drop down. There is a server name. My one is commit out. You might see that server name. We're gonna use all the time database engine, and then server name. Okay, server name. Usually in our window authentication, it is our window name, is our server name, but they also give you sometime just a dot. You just press dot. Also, that will be connected. Also, sometime it's called. Also, there are two other way to connect. There is one is local, and one is they give the uh, IP address 127.0.0.1 something. Those are the three different. But mostly we're gonna use our uh, server name means computer name. Okay, that's how it's gonna connect. Okay, and then there is a is database engine one. Another is just uh, this one also the same thing. Okay, this one also same thing, and then also you can cross out also this one also. Okay, all right. Talking about different session, and then object explorer, where we're going to have all this data and database. Okay, and when we use like go to the view, and then just click solution explorer. Okay, view solution explorer. When you do that, there are window open on this right side. Okay, this is the okay solution explorer. So these two, if you can also, you can manipulate. If you wanted to bring this one on this side, this one on this side, or anything, you can do it. Just you can try with me. See, like hold this one with a mouse and drag it. See, drag it out. You can even drag this out, and look at this. As soon as in the middle there is a 1 4 C, like this is a as soon as I put yellow on my mouse, on the left side become highlighted. You can see that, no? And if I just release right now, see, it's going to go to the left side. But if you hold it here and bring it down, and if you wanted to bring it on the bottom, you can also see, look, it is as soon as it's highlighted this my uh, mouse is hit on this yellow line, it is giving this color, and then you look at this. As if I release it, it can be here. So it's give you so much user friendly, this tool actually. So you can bring anywhere you want. Actually, you can do that. Okay, so I just wanted to show this. And also there is a pin over here. You know that if you just take it up, it's going to go away, and then put it pin back, it will be right here. Okay, all right. So this solution, actually we can create a project over here. Okay, we can create a project, and then we can open it, and then you'll see that we're going to create a project, because that is systematic way to do it. So if I create project, and then all the file will be a systematic way inside our project. Okay, so before do that, there are a couple of more things. If you look through the slides, let's go back slides. Okay, is there anything left? Okay, I'm going to say a few more things here and about the database. And then, yeah, here is that I was talking about some connection. See, you can use the local, or you can use also these, and window authentication, always a username. That's the connection string for this. And okay, few more things I wanted to talk about. Uh, Backup, and okay, so let's go SQL Server again. So look at here, just open, click the database over here. See, there is a plus sign. Click this one, okay? When you click it, you see the system database, okay? That system database, go look at inside. There are 4 database over here. The master database, the model, MSDB, TMDB, okay? So this 4 database is system database. If we do not touch or do anything with this 4 database, when we develop this, when we upload, download this SQL Server, this 4 is automatically created, given by the Microsoft. So those are the 4 different database, has a 4 different role. Master database is for everything. It just to how to the database engine will run. It is uh, run by this master database. All our database, our login, our security, everything is run by this master database. Model also something. The next one is the model. What is model is? Model is something like when we have uh, some kind of, it's kind of template. It's like when we create the database, with one database comes with other things. Say for example, if I just open the COVID-19 database, see, when we created this database, it comes with many other folder. It's kind of template. It's created by the model. I think in our PowerPoint presentation, I also have a little bit described this. And then there is a MS database for backup and restore, different purpose, and template when we create some temp table, like a temporary table. Data goes inside this temporary table. But bottom line, I just wanted to say there's 4 database. If you one of those database goes missing, especially master, this is not going to run. So we don't open this. You just make sure I just wanted to say that. And then 2 other database here. You can see Adventure Work and Adventure Work Data Warehouse 2014. To these 2 database, we are going to upload from the internet, because this is also given by the Microsoft SQL Server for your practice. Okay, so you're gonna learn how to, we can take it from the uploading uh, from the website, and then how we can attach this database with our SQL Server. That is something we are also going to do it. And yeah, those I wanted to say here. And then over here is so many things is used for so many other purposes as well. We don't have to learn everything over here, but I just wanted to see a few more things. So okay, so this is the place is okay, so this is the place is called editor. Okay, so this editor, you can do, you can, whatever the data we're going to create or build, we're going to edit over here. So this editor also, you can manipulate, I mean, you can modify a few things here. If you go to the tool, okay, you can try with me also. If you go to the tool, and then you go to the option, okay, tool, and go to the option. If you go to the tool and option, there are number of item here. You can also play with this, like environment. If it's the environment, and then import, export, font and color. So then font and color, you can go over here. If you think you need to modify, change font, you can do that. And then if it is your one is, 13, 14, I don't know, make it 14 over here. You can do that. Okay. And one thing you can do over here. And I think one more thing you can do, go to a text editor. Okay. Go to the text editor, and then go to text editor, and then go to general. Okay, go to text editor, go to general, and then please click line number. This line number, if you click line number, it will give you the line. So when we write something, and if it is a mistake, then it will tell me which line is the problem. When we put this line number, so then it's easy to know which line has a problem. Okay, so please click on, go to the text editor, general, and line number.
Bhaiya, I don't have that option, line number in MySQL. I don't know why.
Did you go to the text editor?
Yeah, text editor and then general, but there's no line number.
There is no line number. Okay, I'll check later on. Your one, this
Okay.
one. Okay, yeah.
Same, I don't have it either.
Really?
No.
It is somewhere.
Even the templates that I see in your one, like SQL query, I don't have that one either. Like where you wrote 1, 2, 3, I don't have that page.
What 1, 2, 3?
Yeah,
Okay.
like the tabs you have on top, I don't have those.
Okay, now I'm stop sharing. Please show me this. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm stop sharing.
এই যে ভাইয়া এখানে তো ওগুলো নাই
আচ্ছা তুমি প্রথমে go to the new query. Okay, here is click here, new query, here new query.
এখানে
দেখো আমার আচ্ছা, go to the underneath the tool.
Oh, okay.
New query. Whenever you're going to create the query, you always have to go to the new query. Okay.
Achha.
Okay, and then make it this one little smaller. Yeah, yes, bring it down a little bit. Yeah, so you can play around with this also. Okay, so when you open the new query, and that time you can do all these things. Okay, so go to that now, go to the tools, go to the option. Okay, so now you go to the text editor. Okay,
then
go
where
to the general, click the general.
Okay, oops, sorry. Okay.
Okay. Okay, transact SQL. Okay, go to the environment. I want to see. Go to the environment, and okay, open it. Open the environment. I mean the click on the left side so that it will drop down. Okay, so this one is font, and go to the font and color. Font and color under, okay, here. Okay, so okay, so make this 14 here. Okay, so all right, so go to the close this.
Should I press
no,
okay?
No, just close on environment. I mean, make it smaller, the environment, Yeah, just click on this environment. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So we went to the text editor, isn't it? Text editor,
Mm-hmm.
and then
General.
yeah, that's what I think I did. Line number. I cannot see display line number over here. Okay, okay, okay. Transact SQL. Can you go to Transact SQL? I wanted to see one more thing here. Transact SQL. Okay, go to the general and see. Okay, okay, okay. Here you can see the line number. Click here. Okay, line
কোনটাতে
number.
ভাইয়া?
Line number. No, this line number is it on this right side display. You can see the
Okay.
display on the right side under
Mm-hmm.
down. Click this one. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So now, so you have to go text editor, then transact SQL, then line number. Okay. If you see my power presentation, I also actually put it nicely. You can see that also. So line number. Say okay.
Line number ভাইয়া কেন ইউজ করি আমরা?
You're gonna see right now.
Okay.
You're gonna create the line also. You're gonna create the line. See.
Okay.
Okay. Say okay.
Okay.
Okay. So okay. So now let me go to my. I will show you now. You're gonna see also. Okay, see the line number is you're gonna see also in your place 1, 2, 3, 4. When you start writing, you're gonna see the 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's what I was saying that when we're gonna write any code here, when you're gonna write any code here, after we run the code, if you see any kind of problem, that will give you the error. That error will tell us the line number. You'll see that it will help us for the that thing. That's just modifying this. Okay. So okay, so now we wanted to first we wanted to create one project. It's going to be systematic way, because if I right now write the code over here and then save it, we can save it. That would be different one, two different way we can do that. Let me show you here. Okay, so right now we talk about the connection, we talk about the system database, and give some in idea about the familiarity with this uh, SSMS management system. And then if you go to the next slides, here here we're going to do some uh, configure. We did some, no, like I was showing that, go to tool option, text editor, and then transact SQL, and the take the line number. So it will give some line, and there are also you can change. We change the size also, so you can see also in my presentation also you'll be able to see. So now we are going to create a project. Okay, create a project. Then then we can also do create without project, create without project also we can work on. And then we are going to uh, before we do that, we will do some we're going to create some another another one, another presentation. This one, this database, table, insert, schema, fetch data, this is the things we're going to do it. So after we familiar with this, we are going to add some database, and then we are going to create database, and then we're going to do work together with this. Okay, so right now, first thing we wanted to do, configure is done. So create a project. Okay, create a project. We are going to give the name and create a project. Okay, let's do it together. If you have a problem, always let me know, because so that like I don't want you to be behind. Together we wanted to do it together, so that it's much better. I feel that way. So let's do it together. Go to the file here, okay? Go to the file. It's the new, okay? New project, okay? Click that project. Okay, so hopefully everybody with me, okay? Do it together. File. Let me close one more time and show again. Go to the file,
Yeah, I
new,
will interrupt you. Sorry.
okay?
I believe it will be an issue like to see you and then also to do, like if it's a single screen,
Uh-huh.
uh, it would be hard. Just in that case, just go slowly. I mean, like if they want to do it, you understand? Because if they just look at your screen and then they want to do it,
Okay.
like swap every time. I'm trying, but it's very hard. In
Oh,
that case, two screens are needed.
okay. Oh, because they are looking at the same, no? Okay, okay.
Yeah, of course. You have to understand that
Mhm.
slowly.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Let me ask. তানজিলা আপু আর সুমাইয়া আপু, আপনি কি করতে পারতেছেন ভাইয়ের সাথে এভাবে?
হ্যাঁ
হ্যাঁ
অন
ভাইয়া,
করলাম।
আমি তো দুইটা ইউজ করতেছি, তো আমার জন্য ইজি হইতেছে।
Exactly.
হ্যাঁ আমি আসলে ভাইয়ার ইনস্ট্রাকশন ওয়াইজ জাস্ট ফাইলে গেছি, নিউ প্রজেক্ট ওপেন করছি, বিকজ when I clicked on there জুম এর উইন্ডোটা ক্লোজ হয়ে যাচ্ছিল।
এই যে হ্যাঁ, একটা স্ক্রিন
Okay.
হলেই সমস্যা হচ্ছে বেশি।
Acha, which way you
মোবাইলেও
wanted
কানেক্ট
to?
হতে পারে।
মোবাইলে আবার ইয়ে লেখাগুলো ফন্ট গুলো খুব ছোট দেখা যায়।
No, no, no,
ও
no, no.
আচ্ছা।
Okay, is because only is not many people here, only you two. So
Yes.
which way you think better? I will give the lecture. You wanted to do it later on, or it just you guys. What do you prefer, or you just wanted to see it, and because it is also video is they are making it the video, so you can do it later, or if you prefer like, okay, now I wanted to do it as you go, so what do you want?
So
I mean, ask.
I think, yeah, working with you, that will be much easier for us. So in this way, if I have any question, we can ask you at least.
Yeah, okay, thanks. I mean, that's also I prefer also, but is a like Sajid says also, it is very difficult because is a one, because you are working two screen is fine, but for Tanjila I think is I have to be little slow so that
No,
she can do.
ভাইয়া মানে আচ্ছা আমি একটু বাংলায় বলি।
Hmm.
সিম্পল করার জন্য সরি,
Hmm.
তানজিলা আপু,
জি।
মানে এই জিনিসটা মানে আপনি যদি কমফোর্টেবল থাকেন মানে জুম দেখতেছেন, কারণ ভাইয়াকে তাহলে একটু স্লো যেতে হবে। হ্যাঁ, এটা
ওকে, হ্যাঁ ওটাই আমার যখনই প্রবলেম হবে আমি ভাইয়াকে স্টপ করব। সো
হ্যাঁ, তাহলে
আমরা
এটা
ওখান
একটা
থেকে
ওয়ে। আর আরেকটা ওয়ে হচ্ছে যে আপনার বাই এনি চান্স যে মোবাইল আর ট্যাবলেট যদি থাকে,
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
তাহলে আপনি ভাইয়ারটা ওই স্ক্রিনে দেখতে পারলেন, আর
ওকে
আপনি আপনার মেইন স্ক্রিনে আপনি ইয়ে করলেন। বাট এটা
বুঝছি।
আজকে
হ্যাঁ
না করলেও চলবে, ফিউচারে
আচ্ছা
করা যাবে। হ্যাঁ,
ঠিক আছে। হ্যাঁ
তো
ওকে
ঠিক আছে ভাইয়া, ওই যে জুয়েল ভাইয়া তাহলে
Hmm.
একটু
Hmm.
স্লো যান, যেহেতু কারণ আমি যখন রোটেট করতে যাচ্ছিলাম দেখি যে আপনি চলে যাচ্ছেন। সো
Acha,
বাট আমার দুইটা স্ক্রিন আছে, সো আই এম ফাইন, বাট আপুর নাই যেহেতু একটু স্লোলি যাই, ঠিক আছে?
acha,
দ্যাটস
acha.
ফাইন,
No, that's
প্লিজ
good.
ক্যারি অন।
That's good. Okay, yeah. So so we are going to create a project now. Okay, so what you have to do is go to the file and then go to the new and then go to project. Just give me a second. Okay. so we are going to create our first project. So give the name of the project. Just say my first project. Okay, my first project. Okay, so when you write my first project on the name is also give the solution name. Okay, see this solution also in the right side, see in the solution is also give the solution name, and make sure you look at your path over here, okay, because this is the place is gonna save my first project in this path. So my one is your one also going to be whatever C drive after that is going to be document and SQL Server Management Studio. Okay, so you have to go to the document and SQL Server Management Studio, and then you will see your first project created there. Okay, so just say okay. Okay, see, as soon as we create the first project, you can even close this one. See this one, you can bring it over here, you can close it, you can go to the, we can close it, and if you go to the view and solution explorer, you always can see that your my first project, connection and query, everything you can see like this. Okay, and then what is you created, you can go to your uh, explorer, you go to the your file explorer, and if you go to the document, and then SQL Server's Management Studio, see the my first project. You remember this. If inside is nothing now, it just we're going to create.
ভাইয়া কিভাবে যেতে হবে ওখানে
আচ্ছা,
আবার একটু বলবেন
হ্যাঁ 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 শিওর। তুমি তুমি you just go to the your C drive, no? See, if you go to the C drive, File Explorer, right click, or you just go to the File Explorer. See, you can, the way you go to your C drive, you go there, and then you have a desktop, download, document.
এটা কি ভাইয়া কম্পিউটারের আন্ডারে সি ড্রাইভটা নাকি এসকিউএল এর আন্ডারে সি
No, এটা computer, এটা
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা
yeah, just go to the C drive like a computer.
আচ্ছা
If you go to the C drive, you will uh, you will see that like PC and all this folder
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
here, and then you go to the C download document, open the document, and then you will see SQL Server Management Studio, and then inside you will have that my first project.
নাই তো ভাইয়া
তুমি কি ক্রিয়েট করছো এটা?
হ্যাঁ
আচ্ছা
হ্যাঁ করছিলাম তো
আচ্ছা, এটা বন্ধ করে দাও, তাহলে বন্ধ করে দাও। তুমি when you created like this file, when you created like this file new project, okay,
হ্যাঁ
click just open, do it again, file new project,
জি
you will see what is your path. That's what the uh, your file is, it should be there. Okay, so if you see like a C and then document, my one is under document, SQL Server Management Studio, and then I have my first project.
আমারটা ভাইয়া সি ইউজার দেন ডকুমেন্ট সিকিউর সার্ভার ম্যানেজমেন্ট স্টুডিও
Okay, SQL Server Management Studio, you have to go just that path, and then okay, it is there, it is there, but the thing is, but the thing is but the thing is, if you just go over here, uh, go to the view and then solution explorer, and make sure you can you see your solution explorer has like this?
জি
Okay, that's right now is important. Okay, so that solution is first first query, first my first project is there and query is here, no? It,
আমার এটাতে ভাইয়া লেখা SQL Server scripts 1.
okay, okay. Did you write anything like my first project?
No.
Okay, okay. So, so okay, my first project. Okay, if you go to the file,
Mm-hmm.
new project.
জি.
Okay, okay. So now you write here. See the name, place.
Oh, so I have to name it as my first project, right?
Yeah, yeah. Over
Okay.
here, you have to give the name is my first project.
Then okay দিব, right?
Yes. Then just say okay.
আচ্ছা. Okay. হ্যাঁ, এখন দেখতে পাইছি ভাইয়ার my
আচ্ছা,
recent files এর মধ্যেই আসছে.
আচ্ছা, আচ্ছা।
Okay.
এখন there is a query, na? Here is you can see the query. Connection, query, miscellaneous. There are three
জি.
folder over here.
জি.
Connection, connection, query, and miscellaneous.
জি.
Under query, you
Mhm.
right click on the query and then you see the new query.
Okay.
So click the new query.
Mhm.
Okay, so there's a page open, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, this is the so right now whatever we are going to work on this page, everything under the query 1, SQL query 1. So SQL query 1, just right click on SQL query 1, please, and rename it.
Okay.
Yeah, rename it.
Okay. কি
Just
name দিব ভাই?
keep SQL there. Just before the point SQL, before the dot SQL, you just give my just write my first query. Actually, this name should be your whatever you choose. You can. This is not something. I mean, actually, you can follow me also, but I think best way would be if I just put the date. So then you will have first query. Today is what is the date? Today is
31st January
31st January.
131.
Yeah, just write whatever you think you can remember. Its date is always better. Okay. So now, okay. So now we have a project and we have a project. Now we are going to create our first database. We already so many times you have learned that data and then you learn about those data goes inside the database, everything. But now we are going to create our first database. Okay. So just do with me, create the code is just create database name. Is this SQL Server is very interesting. All the things we create, the way we create, we just say like a create, and then if it is a database name. If it is uh, if I have to create table name, so create, since we are creating database, so it's a data, create database, and then you can inside that database name. Okay.
Bhaiya, I have a problem.
Okay.
This first query is not showing under queries. It's showing under miscellaneous. Why?
Okay, that's interesting. Uh, First query is showing under miscellaneous. Look at here.
Yeah.
If I look, if I just right now, because we create the project, no? So if I
Mhm.
just create the new, see right now, if I click the new query, okay? Look, if I create the new query, it will go under miscellaneous. Did you see
Same thing
that?
happened with me, Bhaiya.
Okay, okay. So there are two way we can do that. One is something happen means, uh, Tanjina, what happened?
আমারটাও সেম হয়েছে ভাইয়া, আন্ডার মিসেলিনিয়াস আসছে।
Okay, so what happened is when we created this page open, did you click new query after that? Okay, see there you can you see that miscellaneous?
জি।
Okay, so so okay, let's if you have a miscellaneous, that's also fine, but as long as if you have that, just give a different name. If this is something, you can give any name over here. Okay, okay, miscellaneous work little bit differently, but okay. Who wanted to share your screen?
I'm sharing.
Okay,
এই যে ভাইয়া।
okay, okay.
আমি জাস্ট এটাকে রিনেম করে ওয়ান
No,
করলাম
no.
এখন, বাট
Okay,
এটা সেম
don't
ছিল।
don't worry, don't worry. Okay, so this one is Object Explorer. So bring it to the left. This one, bring it to the left. No, no, the solution. This is Solution Explorer. Okay,
ওকে।
but Object Explorer go all the way on the left. Okay, keep it. Put it. Okay, do one thing. Go to the window. Go to the window here on the top window, and then reset window layout. Reset window layout. Say yes.
ওকে।
Okay, so when you do that, and then it is just give you the right part. So anything you see the mess up is not looks good, you always go to the window reset. Okay, so
ওকে।
then it will looks going to be perfect. Okay, so here is comes properties, but we are not working with properties. We need go to view. Okay, close it. Properties, go to the view. Okay, Solution Explorer. Okay, so this is the window. So remember that two window. One is View, Object Explorer, and Solution Explorer. Okay, these two window, and then okay, my first SQL. Okay, if it comes to under miscellaneous, okay, click the uh, middle one. No, up under the query. This one. Yes, click the SQL one. SQL one. Yeah, click this one. Yeah, click this one.
ইয়েস।
Okay, okay, so all right, so now all right, so give a name on this one. Any name? Okay, just give it nah,
আজকের ডেট দিলাম ভাইয়া নাকি?
put it underscore, something underscore. Okay, put something underscore slash. Sometime is
ও ওকে।
underscore, not
আচ্ছা।
the
ওকে।
yeah. Okay, so put now click again. You can write SQL. Actually, that's the extension for that SQL Server. So
আই থিংক ইটস ওয়ার্কিং। ও
okay, Okay, hold on. Yeah, it is just
আবার ওপেন হচ্ছে।
that's okay.
এটা
Always
কেন হলো ভাইয়া?
I'm not sure exactly, but it is, you need to keep the extension SQL. Okay, so when you create any project, okay, so go to the window and do the same thing. Maybe yeah, window, reset window layout. Yes. Okay, new, go to the file, new, open project.
Solution, right?
Okay, so go to the my first project. See, you can see the my first project, no? Here, my first project. Click the my first project. My first project on the top one. Yeah, click again.
তো যেই নামেই আমরা ভাইয়া ওখানে রাখবো, পরবর্তীতে যদি এরকম সার্চ করতে হয় তাহলে এভাবে ভিউতে যে ওই নামে সার্চ করে
Okay,
বের
see,
করতে হবে।
yeah, but the problem, I think the problem happened is you deleted the extension. You know, like it was extension is a point. You know, like the period dot SQL. Okay, so that's the extension. You have to keep it open. So okay, so do one more thing. So go to the file again. I don't know, it's okay, file again. Open, okay, so new project. Okay, so just write my second project. Okay, so go over file open.
তারপর কোনটা দিব ভাইয়া?
Okay, project solution. Internet connection is
সরি, জুয়েল ভাই কি হয়ে গেল নাকি? আপু আছেন?
হ্যাঁ আমি আছি।
হ্যাঁ, ভাইয়ার ইন্টারনেটে একটু সমস্যা হয়েছে। জাস্ট ওয়েট, রিজয়েন। আচ্ছা, যেহেতু ভাইয়া দেখাচ্ছিল, মানে আপনি ওইটা হচ্ছে আপনার এসকিউএল যে এক্সটেনশন থাকে, তো ওইটা আপনি আসলে তখন টাইপিং এ মানে এটা থাকে না, এই জন্যই মানে আপনি তো ওই যে ফাইলের নামে জানেন যে ডট একটা ফাইল নেম থাকে না, সাপোজ এক্সটেনশন বলতে বোঝায় ওইটা কি টাইপের, বুঝছেন আপু? লাইক দ্যাট।
জি,
মানে সাপোজ আপনি যে মাইক্রোসফট ওয়ার্ড হলে, যে মাইক্রোসফট ওয়ার্ডের জন্য তো একটা এক্সটেনশন থাকে ডট ডকেক্স বা ডক, রাইট? তো এসকিউএল এর জন্য এরকম ডট এসকিউএল থাকে, বুঝছেন এক্সটেনশনটা? এটা দেখে
ও আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, তাহলে এসকিউএল দিব। আচ্ছা
হ্যাঁ, এইটা না থাকলে এটা চলে যাবে, মানে চলে যাবে না আসলে, এটা গার্বেজ ভ্যালু কাউন্ট করে তখন, মানে এটা ওর পার্ট না, ওর ফাইল না কাউন্ট করে, বুঝছেন? লাইক দ্যাট।
ওকে,
সবসময় ফাইল নেমের সাথে এক্সটেনশনটা খুব ইম্পর্টেন্ট, লাইক দ্যাট।
আচ্ছা।
মানে
তাহলে ফার্স্টে এসকিউএল রেখে তারপর মাই ফার্স্ট প্রজেক্ট আর মাই
ওইটাই,
সেকেন্ড
হ্যাঁ
প্রজেক্ট
ভাই
এরকম
ওইটাই মিন
করতে হবে।
করছিল যে
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, ওকে,
ডট এসকিউএলটা থাকতে হবে এক্সটেনশনে, বুঝছেন?
আচ্ছা
লাইক
বুঝছি।
দ্যাট। ভাইয়ার
মনে হয় ডিসকানেক্ট হয়ে গেছে মনে হয় ভাইয়া।
I think he will come back. আমি একটু I will try to check, হ্যাঁ মিউটে
আচ্ছা,
থাকতেছি।
ওকে।
আপু আপনার এই যে প্রপার্টিজ লেখা একটা যে বার, এটা কই থেকে আসলো রাইট সাইডে?
ওটা ভিউতে যায় বললো না,
আমাদের
সলিউশন বার আর অবজেক্ট বার, এটা মনে হয় সলিউশন বারটা।
না, কিন্তু এখানে লেখা তো প্রপার্টিজ।
প্রপার্টিস লেখা, সেটাই মানে সলিউশনটা লেখা নাই। ভাইয়া আসলে এটা জিজ্ঞেস করতে হবে। ফার্স্ট যেটা বের করছিলাম ওইটাতে কিন্তু সলিউশন লেখা ছিল, এটাতে শুধু প্রপার্টিস আসছে।
আচ্ছা, ঠিক আছে। ওকে, হ্যালো তানজিনা।
জি ভাইয়া।
Okay, so okay, so when you open the go to the file, open second project, see what happened. File, open. Yeah, click the open and then project solution. Project solution.
তারপর কোনটাতে যাব?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so go to the you create the second project also, no? So okay, go to the my first project. Okay, what's happening here? Is this my connection or
ভাইয়া এখানে তো প্রপার্টিসই দেখাচ্ছে, মানে সলিউশন বারটা তো দেখাচ্ছে না।
okay, properties. You just go to the view and bring the property or bring the
সলিউশন এক্সপ্লোরার।
solution explorer. Okay.
প্রপার্টিসটা
Close the
কি করব
properties.
ভাইয়া? আচ্ছা,
Close করে দাও, close করে দাও।
ওকে।
Okay, so see, click the queries. Okay, write a query. Okay, new query. Okay, so now see when is window open here, it doesn't go to the miscellaneous. But if you just go to the uh, new query now, anything you click new query is going to go to the miscellaneous. Okay. All right, so keep it like that. So now just SQL query 1 is keep it like that now.
Okay.
You can name later on. Just bring down this one little bit down. No, okay, yeah, you can reset always. Okay, all right. So
এটা ক্রস করে দিব ভাইয়া প্রপার্টিসটা?
হ্যাঁ, প্রপার্টিসটা ক্রস করে দিতে পারো, অথবা অনেক সময় প্রপার্টিসটা একটু নিচে রাখলে ওটা উপরে দেখা যায়। দ্যাট ইজ ফাইন নাও। ওকে, সো
বাট ভাই আবার সলিউশনটা কোথায় চলে গেল?
হ্যাঁ, সলিউশনটা অলওয়েজ when you go to reset,
আবার আনতে হয়।
you have to bring always solution back actually.
আচ্ছা।
Because when you reset, it comes the sometime properties. Okay, so that's another thing. Okay, all right. So now just yeah. So just now you getting there. You know, like what to do. If you see the solution and then properties, and then like because you see the properties, you have to bring it or close it, or you can bring it little bit down also. Okay, but anyway, just bring this one and then you start writing over here, just write Object Explorer, make it to the, okay, okay, can you click on the top here, Object Explorer? I wanted to see the, okay, so just bring it on the left side so that you have a more space or something, okay, always. Okay, your left would be, okay, it is comes on the right side. Anyway, so yeah, so yeah, okay, so yeah, just okay.
তো ভাইয়া এই যে আবার উইন্ডো রিসেট দিব কারণ এই জিনিসটা তো এখানে
okay, window reset দাও, অসুবিধা নেই।
Just I'm saying it will not help. ভাইয়া
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
যাচ্ছে না আসলে
না আপুর যে স্ক্রিনটা এটা রিসেটে হচ্ছে না বিকজ there are some other things as well. এটা মানে রেজোলিউশনের সাথে রিলেটেড। আচ্ছা, দ্যাটস ফাইন। আমার মনে হয় আপুকে ওই এডিটর যে মানে কোয়েরি যে উইন্ডোটা যেটাতে লিখবে টাইপ করবে, হ্যাঁ, সেটাকে উনাকে রিসাইজ করতে হবে ম্যানুয়ালি।
ভাইয়া এইখানে করা যায়, আপনি যখন আমি একটু স্ক্রিনটা শেয়ার করলে হয়তো দেখাতে পারতাম কিভাবে।
তাহলে আমি স্টপ করি।
হ্যাঁ,
there are other ways as well. হ্যাঁ, ওকে। কি সময় আপু দেখাচ্ছে নাকি?
ভাই কি দেখতে পাচ্ছেন আমার স্ক্রিনটা?
হ্যাঁ, দেখতে পাচ্ছি।
আচ্ছা, এটা জাস্ট ধরে এই যে লিটল যে একটা বার লেফট সাইডে এইখানে দিলে এটা চলে গেল।
এক্স্যাক্টলি,
এটা পুরো স্ক্রিনে আপনার ফিট হয়ে গেল, আপনি মাঝখানে লিখতে পারবেন, দুই সাইডে এটা করা যায়।
হ্যাঁ, ওই তো আমি
তানজিলা আপনি বুঝতে পারছেন?
মানে এই ইয়েলো স্ক্রিনটাকে শিফট করব,
প্রেস করবা, यस, ইয়েলোকে প্রেস করে কর্নারে করবা, দেখবা এটা হয়ে গেছে। আবার দেখাও তুমি,
তখন ব্লু কালার আসবে আপু, যখন ব্লু কালার আসবে তখন ছেড়ে দিবেন।
ও আচ্ছা আচ্ছা,
that's the one I was showing at the beginning. No, you can bring it on the down, you can bring it any side. Anyway, so okay, so now we're going to create something, database, and okay, let me share my screen. Okay, okay, so create database. So if you wanted to create database, we can start with, you have to write create database name. Okay, create database name, we can just say QA tech. Okay, this is our first database we are creating. Okay, so create database name is QA tech. Okay, few more things I wanted to say here before you do anything other than code. If you wanted to write something, whatever you are working on it, you wanted to give some explanation, everything, you can write anything you want, but you need to know these two buttons here. Okay, one is called comment out, another is called uncomment. Okay, remember these two things. See, like if I okay, practice this one with me a little bit. So write something over here, and then here is a two button. One is called comment out, another is called uncomment. So you highlighted this, and then just click this comment out. Okay, so this is there is a two dot comes in front of it. This is these two. You can also close it, and you can do it with the hand as well. Okay, so it would be comment out. Okay, you can do again with your hand, and you can put as many as, is not a problem, it will comment out. But if you take it, you highlighted everything, and then you go, and if you click like this, and you can uncomment it as well. Okay, so this line you can just write commit out, and then this line I just showing that what is the syntax. Okay, syntax is create database, I just showing that database name. This database name could be anything you want here. Okay, that would create your database. But create database, then you can put anything in your here, it will create. So just create database, you highlighted and then execute. Okay, there is the execute button over here. That is the execute, you can execute. And also execute, there is a F5 also. If you press F5, that will also execute. So when you say create a database, execute, it will create the database. Okay, so I'm just executing right now. So when you execute, it will say that command complete successfully. Okay. Okay.
Bhaiya, can I share my screen and show you?
What happened? Just tell me.
It's not showing uh, like the comment over there. It's not showing in here.
Okay, but did you create database? Did you create the database?
Yes, create database QA tech.
Okay, so comment successfully, you didn't see it.
No.
Okay, so look at here, your left hand side first. Look at here. If you executed, do the
Yes.
execution. Okay, do the execution right here. If you do it one more time, see my one is coming red because it says already exist. I already created.
ভাইয়া execute করার আগে ওটা right red color ছিল, but execute press করার পর এখন ওটা froze হয়ে গেছে, মানে আবার করার মতন অপশন দিচ্ছে না।
Acha, okay. So anyway, so can you see? Okay, we'll do one thing here. Go to the left side here, the object explorer. You go, there is a button over here called refresh. Okay, button over here is called refresh. Click that one, and then there is a database. You can right click and then refresh again. Okay, sometimes it takes twice. When you do the refresh, you're supposed to see the QTech database, QA Tech, QA Tech. See this database I just created. Can you see this?
না ভাইয়া।
Okay, so what I'm telling you that, so this is the database is created right now. If you see this one, this is the database I just created.
জি ভাইয়া, বাট আমার এখানে ক্রিয়েট হয়নি।
Huh?
আর আপনার ওখানে যে ফার্স্ট যে লাইনটা, ফার্স্ট ডাটাবেস হ্যাজ বিন ক্রিয়েটেড, ওটাও তো নাই আমার এখানে।
তুমি লিখতে হবে। Did you write anything?
No, I just wrote create database, second line and third line.
Second line and third. Okay, create. Okay, second line is the syntax. Here you don't do anything here. Okay.
Okay.
Because this one is I just showing that you can give any name. You can also commit out, press like this. Okay, you can commit out. Okay. Okay, so now Tandina, what you have now, so this two is not the database. This is the syntax. Okay, this is the syntax for create database. So do you have now create database QA Tech?
Yes.
Okay,
but I don't have the first line, like first database has been created. Do I need to write it down?
No.
Well?
Okay, listen.
Okay.
This is not code or anything. This is I just wrote something for you to understand. Okay, this is not important. This one is just for you to understand that when you create database, you write create database and then parenthesis, you can give any name, but this is not also the anything, but this is the main code. That code will give you the database. So first two line is not important.
Okay.
So okay, so now you wrote this create database QA Tech. Did you create it? Okay, so if you highlight this right now,
okay, and then execute,
execute,
Okay. And now it's showing completed successfully. Oh,
Okay.
now I understood,
Okay,
Bhaiya,
so
because I
okay,
didn't
that's my
highlight
also.
it.
Yeah, because yeah, this is something because you have something else on the front, and then
Mm-hmm.
okay. So listen, a couple of things because this is the screen you're gonna use all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have to have a very clear idea over here, so few things I wanted to say over here, because when we write over here anything, we're going to write so many things, no? So the part we want it to run, that part you can highlight and then execute one way, okay? And another way is you say, for example, this whole thing you want it to run, then at that time you do not have to highlight anything. Say for example, uh, you write 10 15 lines of code, and that time nothing else inside the uh, page, so you don't have to highlight at that time. You can just say execute. But here is your one was like something over here is like that, so then you maybe without highlighting you did it. It happens. But anyway, do you understand now? The code we're gonna run,
Yes.
we're gonna highlight and then
Mm-hmm.
execute. Okay, another thing, one thing. Another
Ji.
thing is, okay, so next, okay, so go to that now, go to refresh database, right click the database, and then say refresh. Then you have to see that.
I can see the QA Tech database now under
You can see
database.
that now.
Yes.
Okay, you can see that now. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah, see that's the one. Okay, very good. So now you is a successfully you created your first database. Remember that all the data, everything you can now store here. So now click click this plus sign on that, before that qtech, okay, plus sign. Okay, click that plus sign, then you will see number of item under that qtech. See database, diagram, table, view, synonym, programmability, number of item. Anyway, so before we proceed, just take 5 to 10 minute break. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
So
we
we're back around 11:34 then.
okay. So it's 11:24. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 10 minute break. Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
জুয়েল ভাই, আসসালামু জুয়েল ভাই।
also going to run. But see, look, if you run again, you're going to get the says this already exist. So you cannot uh, run again. So what you can do is just go over here, just for your like a better uh, to get used to it everything. No, so if you just right click the same one, the one you created, QA tech, right click and say delete. You can do the delete now. Right click and delete. Okay, so this database is going to be delete. Okay, so just delete it like this way. You can do it two way. Always everything in SQL Server you can do it two way. One is through the coding, and one is you can do it manually also. So you can delete it. This is going to delete that code. It's not, no more is there. Okay, so now if you just highlight it again and just press F5, I just press F5. Okay, highlighted, and I just press F5. I highlighted this one, press F5. It is completed successfully again. Okay, so now, but just two way you can run the code. Okay, so now if you again, you have to come to the database and then refresh. Okay, if you database refresh, you will see that database has been created again. Okay, all right. So now one more thing, if you press over here and then you can put down and write something over here, use QA, that QA we created this now database. So that's the database we created. Okay, and then go, you can write go or not, you can, is fine. But this piece of code, just write here, use QA tech, just the database name. Okay, and go. Okay, so what this gonna do, whenever, see in my screen you can see is so many database is created. No, is so many database is been created in my left uh, object explorer. In this, under the database, you can see many database. So if I wanted to work over here, I have to work with particular database. So for example, if I wanted to work with the movie, that movie has to be under available database. See this, look at here, go on the top here under the new query, there is a drop down bar. It is says master over here. Can you see everybody? It says master over here. Master is the master database given by the SQL Server. But we are working with some other ones. So in the drop down, I have so many, but your one is gonna have few of those only, because it's just, you're gonna see your take. So in order to work with this database, you write this use query, you can do this, execute. Okay, you can execute. Look at here. As soon as you execute, I just highlighted and execute, you can see that master database is gone. See, now it is QA tech. So now whatever I wanted to work on this is going to be under QA tech. Okay, say for example, if I have a you can change by writing the query, use take go, you can write that, or you just drop down and then you can bring your database. So if I just bring this teach here, so now look at here, try yourself also, bring it to yourself, bring yourself master, and then you can run this. See, is gonna change. But if you don't want it to write, it still is fine. Only thing is, remember, you have to drop down and bring that database in this position, in this available database place. Okay, that is very important. Sometime you work over here, you run it, and then you're gonna say, oh, why my code is not running? Is you're gonna say is not available or something. That means your database name is not in a right place. Okay, so whatever the database here is has to be here. All right. Hope everybody clear understand this. All right. So now, okay. So see now this one you can up and down also like this. See it can move this screen. So this one is whatever we run, we're gonna see the message over here. So we created the database. So if you open that database, open it. So when you're going to open, you're going to see number of item, the table, views, everything. These items, every database you're going to create it is going to be with all this folder. It is given by the system database template. See, if you open system database, the master model, there are so many database is a model using by the model. They give you all this folder to work with under this database. Okay. All right. So now we are going to create the table. So under this QA tag, you see the table. But right now we do not have any table here actually. System table, file table you see. But when you're going to create table, you're going to see under the file table, you're going to see the table. And then you can learn also the views, name, programmability, so many different folder here. We can work on it. But right now is nothing, all are empty actually. But our first thing, we wanted to create our table now. Okay. So remember that create table, create database name. Now we wanted to create one table. So create table name. Okay. So write create table. Okay. Create table name also same thing. You can, okay. So right now we are, okay. See, like I'm just wanted to write some note. We are creating that the table was that so create tables. Then you can give like this inside you can write create table name. Table name could be anything. Okay, table name could be anything. So create table name. What you wanted to create table name, you can just write test. We can want it to one test table we are creating. Okay, the name is test. Okay, so underneath you have to have a parenthesis, first parenthesis, and then end parenthesis like this. Hope you guys following me. Create table test. So when we created the database at that time is not a problem. Anything in this place we don't have to worry about. But as soon as we create under that database anything, create table, view, storage, anything, at that time whatever we do, that database name has to be here. So since we have a right database name, we can create anything under that database. Okay, so we're going to create that create table test. So just first parenthesis and end parenthesis, write something like a ID. Okay, write ID. Okay, two more things I'm going to say now, but we're going to talk about more later. Okay, because that's called data type. Okay, so data has a type. So when we create data, there are a number of different data type, which is a little bit more explainable. But right now, uh, we just need to know the two things. One is whenever we gonna use the data numbers, okay, we're going to use integer, int. So this is data type. So whatever we're going to put under the id, that means it has to be the number. That's why I put int. Okay, and then you put the comma, and then you can write next to it, and then you can comma next to it, but usually coding system we put underneath. Okay, so id, then we got just gonna put the name. Okay, name. So the name is string, okay, is character, is not the number. So in that case we can use many things, but just right now remember that we're gonna use varchar. You have to remember this. Okay, so varchar. So varchar for name, for string or character, and for that number you have to remember this integer. Okay, so varchar also, the name has a name. Name, how long would be name? A person name could be 10 10 or 15 uh, character. So we have to give that number of characters. So if I can give you like 20, so that name has to be in between that 20 character. We can put 200 also, is not a problem. Okay, but if you do not put, then you cannot, you have to put right now. I will explain later how I mean how this number work, when we're going to talk about a little bit about the data type, then you know. So right now you can put any number. Just remember that for name we are putting 50. So then 20. Then you just write again uh, comma, and then you put salary. Salary, okay, right now you put integer. We're going to talk later. You can put also different, for the salary they give a different data type. Remember that what we are writing here is a data type. Okay, data type. And okay, just leave it like this. So this is so create table name, and inside the parenthesis you put id, name, salary. Okay, so if I just, okay, highlight the whole thing. Okay, highlight the whole thing, and then you can press F5 or you can just execute. Okay, so when you executing, this test table has been created with has only 3 column. Okay, all right. So now if you go to the database we created, QA tag, open it. You're not going to see it right now because these always need to be fresh. That's another thing. So if you right click QA tag and refresh and go to the table, see under the file table, you can see the DBO test. I hope everybody can created the first table. So we create the database QA tag. Under the QA tag, we create the table. Name is test.
Yeah, I couldn't execute it. I don't know why.
Okay, so so did you create this? Did you
Yeah.
wrote this?
Yes.
Okay, so did you wrote exactly like a create table?
Exactly like that. Yes.
Okay, so then you highlighted, no?
Yeah.
And when you executed, what it says and in this
It
message,
said mass. Yeah, like this.
this is What is
Yeah.
this is already
Incorrect syntax near salary.
okay. So okay, that's good. So that means salary in you did not put one comma here. Look at here.
Oh,
You missed the
yeah.
comma here.
Yeah. I
So
missed it.
So
Bhaiya, like when we have to remember this, like when to put the bracket or comma or the like
okay, good
uh
question. Yeah. So
like the
okay, let me tell you. This is something. Any table you create. Okay, this is the format. Okay, but in a real life scenario, uh, this is very basic things. But in a real life scenario, maybe you don't have to create any table. Okay, but I'm teaching you to make your background is strong. That because a couple of things is very basic. If you know that, because you are going to create, you are working with uh, tables, no, there are lots of data tables, but I'm just showing you that how you can create a table. But uh, any table you created, this is the format you have to remember. Okay, any table you created, you have to remember that create table name, and inside the parenthesis you can put some column name. Okay, some column name. Say for example here, uh, let me show you here the table we created. Okay, I'm just gonna write some you don't have to write right now, just to show you. Okay, so if you write like that here, see, you're gonna see the big like a 10 column name. Okay, 10 column name has a lots of data. No, that kind of table, you're gonna work Power BI or any table you're gonna bring. You're gonna modify whatever. You're gonna see the loss of column name, and then you're gonna see loss of data. So it is a millions data. Okay, so that time you really unable to uh, go details inside the data or anything, but that table has been created exactly the same way. See, only thing is just like they're gonna have him in okay, so if I say a gender, no, if I can add, you can add so many like that, and then it is going to created so many column, and then you can put the data. But I just don't want it to create right now. I'm just saying that you can do that, and it's going to be, but the format, you just have to little bit memorize this. If you write down a couple of times, then you will see it is not difficult at the beginning. It is looks difficult, but once you're going to write couple of time, only thing you have to remember the create table name. Okay, and then inside the parenthesis number of column. But but one few times you write, you can remember. But if you even forget, but it still is going to be very helpful for you, that you created tables, and then when you're going to see any tables, you remember that how that table has been created. So that is like a basic thing, so it will help you. Is okay.
yes. And Bhaiya, when we are creating the table over there, like under where you wrote like table underscore name. So this is also the language that we need to use, like it's inside the triangular
No,
brackets.
no. Okay, so that's a good question. Okay, so you don't have to. Okay, this is something I just wanted to show you. You don't have to nothing to do with this. Okay, if you just delete this, it still is fine. This is only this part is syntax. Okay, and this is whenever I put this kind of things. Whenever I put anything, you write anything, your name, you write anything, and in front of, you just put this. That's not code anymore. So I just wanted to show you here that create table, inside here you can give you different name. That's all I wanted to tell you. Okay, but this has no importance based on creating table. Okay, this line is not necessary or anything, because this is commit out. This line, when you commit out, it doesn't do anything. Okay, see,
Okay.
look at here. One thing I wanted to show you, you're gonna learn over here. See, this table has been created, no?
Mhm.
Now we do not need this table. So what you can do, you can commit out this table. See, look at here, you can commit out like this. So that means this code is nothing, no value now. So if you execute here, it's just going to say completed, but it is not doing anything. Okay, it's not doing anything. Did you get this? Like this, only this is active when it is uncommitted.
Okay.
See, now if I create it, look, if I do it right now, it's going to say the table already exists. See, this is already on the object name test is in the database. So because it's already been created, so that's why it's saying it is already is in the database. This is already an object name test in a database. But
Okay. Clear, Bhaiya.
but when
Thank
you commit out,
you.
that has no value. It's just going to say it is completed, but it has no value actually. So that's why this is has no value or anything. Certain times I'm going to write something for you to later on when you're going to save it, you're going to say, okay, maybe I'm going to put here, okay, say like a today's date, no? Today's date, we can write like a January 30, no? January 30, uh, 2021. No, you can write anything uh, by just put down like this. This is uncommit. You can write anything you want. Okay. So remember that things that whatever we're gonna write with a number, that is not a code or anything. It just explain you that to understand better that what is we have been working with this. Okay. Tanjina, did you created also this table?
Yes, Bhaiya.
Okay. Okay, so we created this table, no? So now, if you run this, if you okay, I'm going to talk about this little later on this. I just want to say you this that uh, that you can see. Okay, go ahead. You can see ID, name, and salary. Okay, this we're going to see now. Okay, so we can created the database. We have created the database. We created the table, but that table doesn't have any data. Okay. So now we wanted to add some data inside the table. These three things is very basic, and and I think if you know these three things, that means you when you see that, and then you know how they did it. But there are many different way to do it. But I'm doing it right now through the code. That's it. Okay. So okay. No, I mean please write this line, and then I'm gonna explain after the creating data, but just write this line, select all from test. Write this line, and then you can execute, also highlight it and execute, and just
Um, Bhaiya, I don't see the ID, name, and salary column in there.
okay. So okay, okay, first thing first, if you go
Mhm.
to the keyword tag and
Yes.
right click and refresh, did you see your table over here?
Yes.
Okay, so that means is there, actually it is there.
But it's not showing like you under results, like ID, name, salary.
Okay,
It's not.
because okay, so this line I ask you to write. So
Okay.
okay, write like this: select all. Okay, I mean that's why I wanted to say when you just write star mark. Okay, star. Okay, star. Okay, select star from test. Okay, just write this line. Okay, okay, then highlight, select star from test, highlight, and then execute. You have to see this ID, name, and salary.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little more. Uh, just leave it underneath the table. So this table doesn't have any data right now. So we're going to put some data inside the table. So this is something, couple of things you need to really remember also. If you do, it is practice actually. But by not looking at, you're going to do a number of times, then it will come, okay? So whatever I'm going to teach and talk, and then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, you will get one of the sheet. I'm going to send it to you, and then it's similar things I'm going to ask you, so that you're going to prepare and write, and then you can show me in the class also. So that should be another way. So then that would be practice also for you guys also. So Monday, Tuesday, maybe I'll send you something related this. Okay, so now we're going to put in data inside the table. So you need to write insert into the table name. The table name we have created, the table name. Okay, so you can scroll down and up. Okay, look, scroll down and up. And then another thing you can do it. See, if you left hand, if you hold the control and then mouse, if you then scroll up and down, you can make it bigger and you can make it smaller. See, like couple of things you have to also familiar for your adjustment. Okay, so you can hold your left hand with the control, press it control and hold it, and then your mouse, you just your mouse wheel, you can make it bigger and smaller. Okay, this another way you can adjust according to your need. Okay, all right. So now insert into, we are inserting data inside the table. So insert into table name. Okay, insert into table name. Okay, insert into table name, and what is the table name, and then values. Insert into table name values. What the values are? That values would be for ID, for name, and for salary. Okay, so the ID is 1. I'm just putting a value for this ID, name, and salary. 1, ID is 1, comma, and the name you could be uh, name is a string, no? So a string always inside the quotation, remember that. Okay, you have to put two quotation marks, single quotation. Okay, so then inside the single quotation, you just name, write down any name, Sarah, and Sarah's, then you put the comma, and you put Sarah's salary like a 2000. Okay, and then close the bracket. Okay, all right. So insert into table name, then you put the values, and then 1 for ID, Sarah for name, and $2000 for salary. So we have a 3 column, 3 value according to the uh, column name. Okay, ID, name, salary. ID 1, name Sarah, 2000 is the salary. So this is the code. You can, yeah, if you wrote already, you just highlight and then execute. Okay, so it says 1 row affected. Okay, so now you select all from test, just that one highlighted again, and then execute again. You should be able to see inside the table we put 1 row, which is ID 1, name Sarah, salary 2000. I think Everybody did that. So now if you created already, if you wrote this already, you don't have to wrote again the same thing. You can just copy this one, uh, control C, copy it and go underneath, control V. Okay, the same thing, insert into test value, but we're going to change the name and everything. Okay, so it would be 2. You can write any other name, Ben, and then salary is 3,000. Okay, so now you can copy the whole 2 line, control C, and then you can go down and it's a control V. So now you make sure you have to change everything, no? So you go to number 3, Mike, and then you make it 4,000, and then you go to number 4, you go to any name, and then make it 5. Okay, so remember that we already create and run this first line. Okay, we already create and run this hold it, and so now we can see already one line. So we don't have to run this line again, no, because it's already first line is there. Okay, so now if you run this 3 line, execute, so it says one row affected, no. So now you go back and select all from test. Okay, you highlight this one and execute. Okay, make sure everybody can see the 4 line of code that you created a database, we create the table, and then we insert data inside the table. And everybody should be able to see these 4 lines of row in a table, 4 row in a table. If you cannot, let me know. So nobody's saying anything. That means everybody can see this. Uh, uh,
I have
uh,
a question, Bhaiya.
okay.
So I have created it twice. So same name started like 567. How do I delete?
Okay. So that is okay right now. You
Okay.
can. Okay. Okay. You created delete something. Those are the code is going to come later. But you
Okay.
so you created 1 2 3 4 instead of 1 2 3 4. What you have?
I have 1 2 3 4, then 567. I did it twice, so
Okay,
it's
okay,
showing double.
okay, yeah, yeah, it's okay. Is right now. I just wanted to see that you have a data inside the table. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. So it is fine right now. You can okay. Look at it. If I run again, we're gonna see the double.
Yes.
See, if I run again, look
Uh,
at here. I just did it because you did it. I am did it. See, look, is I have a double right
mm-hmm.
now. So it is okay right now because as long as we have a data, so we successfully created the database table and we have a data inside the table. But these 3 things, yeah, you kind of practice 3 4 times, and then without looking at with a different name, and just all you remember, whenever you're going to put number, you have to put integer int, and if you put any uh, descriptive things as like a string like a character, then you have to write varchar. Okay, if this number is so ben is a more than uh, 30 word, then it's not going to take, it's take only 20. Anyway, I'm going to take later. talk বিভু আমি পড়াচ্ছি, হ্যাঁ, পরে কথা বলি। ওকে, okay, all right. So uh, we created this, but before I go further, I wanted to I wanted to see few things, because let's see what we have been missing in our presentation. Okay, okay, a couple of things I will talk here. Okay, we talk about familiar, everything here is done, and the next one, only couple of things left here. We Power BI, I think everybody have it now. We are also working here. Database, table, insert, schema, fetch data. Okay, okay. So the database, when we created database, uh, because this is something, this is, everybody can see it, no? Here, you can see it here, no? So create database graphically, and then we just created by using the code. But you can, I'm going to just show you another way. You can create a database two different way. Okay, everything you can do with a with a code, and also you can do it just like a manual with a right click. You can do also this two different way. And database create two files. That is something I'm going to show you right now. And when you can see that, or where you can see the data file. Okay, so I'm going to show you now. I talk about this, and I'm going to talk a little bit schema. Okay, all right. So so uh, here, okay, so this is the database we created, no? Keep it. So also from here, look at here. If you just right click here on the database, see there is a new database. Okay, that is something manually also you can create. You just right click and then new database. You can just practice, but you don't have to create now, right now. You okay, so right click the database, and then is a new database. So here, if you give any name over here, okay, any name over here in the database, you just say okay, is gonna also create database. Okay, so just two way you can create database. But when you create database, it create two things. One for create your code, another is a log file. So the log file is every language you people learn, they always created with a code and also log file, because anything problem, anything they have to retrieve something, or is there any mistake, something, everything you can find out from the log file. Okay, so let me close this. So when we create database here, you can go your computer now. Okay, go to your computer, right click, right click your, right click your, go to the file explorer and go to your C drive. Okay, go to your C drive in your computer. So when you go to the C drive, there is a program file, program file 86. Okay, there are two program file here. Let me see. My one is, you have to see the our Microsoft SQL Server. Okay, okay, okay. Go to the C drive. Go to the program file. go to the program file, Microsoft, okay, the Microsoft SQL Server is the first file over here. Click this one, click that one, and then I don't know how many you have here, but remember you have, it has to be MS SQL, okay, MS SQL, okay, then server name, MS SQL server name, click that one, MS SQL, then you click MS SQL, and then if you go to the data, see the one we created, remember that in that C drive under the program file, we created the qtech log. You also have to see this too. So that's, remember that whenever you are creating anything, that is saving inside here, the database, okay? And the C drive, the hub is taking that size, everything in here. But you showing this, but you will, it is saving over here. I hope everybody can see it. Whatever you have been created, let me know. Okay, so this is one thing I wanted to show you. All right, I think everybody's seen that. So that QA tech, you can see that there is a two file. One is a log file and one is a data. Two is created always with one whenever you create database. Okay. All right. So when you created something over here, uh, look at you guys. Can you see like a little dot over here? You can see your MySQL name, and then you can see that a little dot. Okay, so if you wanted to save it, you can. If you save it, you can save it like that. It is saved under the query like this. And check that everybody, if you wanted to save that, why is saving right now?
ভাই আমার স্ক্রিনটা এরকম না।
আচ্ছা, আচ্ছা, তুমি when you were trying to save it, did you save it? When you save it, what is happen? See, there is a save button on the left over here, and when you try to save, just save it. If you press this one, is this another
Yeah, it's
window
working.
open or something?
It's still working. Let's see what happens.
When I click on save, the little star button, it's gone.
Okay, yeah, that's how it should be. That means your one is saving the right place. But if you, another thing here is a late, sometime I actually, if you can even work on miscellaneous, when this is something, if I wanted to save this one, okay, I will not want it to confuse you. This one is, okay, look at this, SQL 7, okay, SQL 7 dot SQL miscellaneous, under the miscellaneous. So this is the one, this is the first one. Look, SQL 7 dot SQL. If you
ভাই
click
আমার
that,
ওই দুইটা টেমপ্লেট নাই উপরে।
আচ্ছা, নাই মানে কি এখানে কিছুই নাই?
না, শুধু লেখা SQL query 1 SQL।
হ্যাঁ, SQL
এরকম দুইটা নাই।
Oh no, okay. Look at here. If you, okay, you don't need duta, বুঝছো? Yeah, you can click as many as you can. You have a one, that is fine. Okay.
Okay.
You can look at here. If I click like this, it would be more. If I click one more, it would become one more. Did you see that? Now it's 3.
Oh, okay.
So now see there is a cut mark here. I can, if I close it, it's going to close it. Did you see that?
Yes.
So if you can have so many window over here, you can do that. But the one you have it, if you press save, it can if it is a press save, it will be saved under the solution, the under the solution, the SQL Server script 1, or it could be my first script. But
It
if you have, I mean, I want to, okay. If you have
এটা
something
ভাইয়া
under the,
হ্যাঁ same হয়েছে SQL query 1.
okay, yeah, okay, yeah, I mean, that is the name you gave, because I remember that I was giving the name is MySQL underscore uh, January 31st. If you wanted to change the name, you can always right click and rename it. Okay, but make sure you keep the .sql. Okay, that is the extension. Okay, .sql, do not delete that part. Just keep it that part, and just right click, rename it. You can always do that, and then keep the .sql, and then you just on the front part you can modify whenever you want. You can do that. Okay, but .sql, that part, try to keep it. Okay,
Bhaiya, in this stage, can I go to Windows and reset window layout or no?
yeah, this is, if you save, this is always you can do that.
Okay.
Always you can go to window reset. It's not a problem. Okay, you can always can do that. Okay, see, I
All
did
right.
it. See,
Okay.
is nothing gonna happen, but it just, like, you can bring it back, that one. Okay, the one thing I wanted to say over here, see, under the miscellaneous file, okay, under the miscellaneous file, if I click another one, look, if I click another new query, is gonna go underneath the miscellaneous file. Okay, so if I just click new query, is gonna go under the miscellaneous file, because it is not under the project. If you wanted to do under the project, you have to right click query, and then you have to go to the new query. Did you see that? You can create so many new query over here. Okay, okay, you can also close it. Okay, you can play with this. If you create, just look at here again. If you just wanted to create work, if you wanted to create one more session, you wanted to open one more session, you just wanted to do it. If you do it with a new query, it will gonna go under the miscellaneous. But if you wanted to create under the project, then you have to right click here, and you have to go to the new query. Okay, this is the things. Okay, another thing I wanted to say here, see, to 7, no, this, say for example, I just open one new query to 7, and I write some code here. Okay, I write some code here. So another thing, whenever you open the new query, this place master also going to change. So you have to bring your new the database you're going to work, you have to bring that database. Okay, just couple of things. So when you're going to play for a couple of days after next, then you will find out everything, or automatically will come everything. But uh, the things I just wanted to say, for example, you write here, and QA tag, we create QA tag, we create the database QA tag, no, and then we also created some uh, data inside the database we have it. So if, okay, just remember, this one is you're gonna write millions times. This is something everybody continuously have to run, be write that, because this is always, we wanted to see all the table, all the data inside the table. Okay, so what we have to write, select, instead of all, we put a star mark, okay, star mark here, okay. Select all from the table name. See, this is the one, remember always, test. That table we created test, isn't it? So now, this is in the another place, we are using under the miscellaneous. Oh, why it says your internet connection is unstable? You guys can listening me? Everything fine?
Yes, Bhaiya, we
Yes,
can
I
hear.
can
I
hear
can hear
you.
you.
Yeah.
So internet is all of a sudden come. Okay, so under the miscellaneous, the session, this is called session. Under the miscellaneous, the session I just open by clicking the new query. This one, if I run it now, you will see the data we have been created, no, inside that table. You can say that. Okay, so now this is when we created this, and then you can see the data. Say for example, this session you wanted to save it. What you have to do? So right now, if you just uh, click save, look at here what gonna happen. If you just want to say save, right now it is one open window open. Is not just it doesn't go that little dot mark, it didn't go. It just open another window, is asking for save it. So there are two way you can save it under the project. If you have a under the project, if you have a session, you just say save, it will save. But if it is under the miscellaneous something, and then you try to save it, the query we write here something and we see the data and we want it to save it, then you have to do is, then it will say for, it gonna say like this, and then you have to give a name. And if you wanted to save any place like a desktop, you create a folder, and then you go to the desktop. uh, if you go to the desktop, and then you create a folder here, and then you give a name and you can say save. Okay, so that will, that under the miscellaneous one, you can save any place in your desktop or any drive. You can save it by giving the different name. Okay, and then you can open exactly, even you can open from file, open, and that time not project. Okay, you go to the file, open, and then go to the file again. Okay, and then you go the place you save it, you bring it and come it here, and then you say open, then you're gonna open. Is this clear, everybody now?
Yes.
Yeah. So usually I usually just see, you can, I have created file, open file. See, I have saved it, one of this SQL code. Those are all miscellaneous. Okay, I save it somewhere in my desktop somewhere. Okay, so you can do that as well. So there are two different way you can this, but as long as you know where you saving it, under the project or under the miscellaneous, is not a problem as long as you save it. Okay, so all right, so remember this first line of code. Okay, select all from test. Okay, all right. So we have half an hour. We're gonna do few more things now. Let's see our slides. Okay, where you can see data file, and okay, I can show that. And we wanted to talk about couple of things right now here. Okay, see that here, this, look at these slides. Here is a, I said create project without creating project. See, under the miscellaneous, this file goes. So if you look through this, and you also will be able to do it from here as well. Okay, so create project without creating project. Also you can save it. So here is adventure work sample database, a download backup file. Okay, there are two file is given by the Microsoft for you to work on. Okay, One is it calls adventure work. Okay, adventure work. See, adventure work. Okay, it has a. I'm going to show you now, and this is the then what you have to do. It is I also show you here. You have to go to the C drive and then program file and Microsoft SQL Server, and then in the backup you have to paste that, and then you have to go to the SQL Server, and then you have to store that. This process I'm going to show you. And another thing, look at here on the slide side. This is the common issue. You're gonna see it always gonna happen. So I'm gonna show you today so that you don't have to, if you have that issue, you will be able to solve it by yourself. Okay. বাচ্চা ভাই আমি পড়াচ্ছি, একটু পরে কল দিচ্ছি। আচ্ছা, থ্যাংক ইউ ভাই, থ্যাংক ইউ। Okay, so uh, uh, so this is the issue always whenever you turn it on your computer or you close it, and then you try to open your SQL Server, and then you said you have a SQL Server window is going to say connect, no? So when you try to connect with a SQL engine with a database, is you're gonna see a connection error, network related or instance specific error occur. You're gonna see these things. Okay, so here I show that in order to solve it, uh, that issue, what you have to do. That is something I try to show over here. You right click the star window, and then you have to go to the click computer management and open, and then you will see it. And then if you have to, if you something is stop, is a Microsoft SQL Server is showing is stop, and then you have to highlight and then right click, and then you start show, and it will run again. Okay, so then you come back and connect, it will see is the problem is solved. So if we can if we're going to do these two things now. Okay, all right. Okay, so come back to the SQL Server. Look at here. I have these two database. One is Adventure Work 2014. Another is Adventure Work Data Warehouse 2014. Okay, these two database I have, but you will see you don't have it. Okay, so if you open this, look at this. If I open this the Adventure Work 2014, look at this under the database, the same structure, no, table view, everything, all the database you created QA tech is also have the same thing, table view, everything. But you have only one table. Look at this database, they give it to us. Look how many table is there. Okay, how many table is there, look at here. See that is a so many table. Okay, and this same thing with uh, another one is another is Adventure Work Database, is the same thing. They have so many. This one is going to need it for Power BI also. See, we're going to create a model and different things with this Adventure Work Data Warehouse 2014. So these two database you don't have it right now in your SQL Server. So these two database, time to time you're going to need it and work with these two. So these two database has to be installed in your computer. Okay, so in order to do that, you have to go to the app data. If you can do one thing. Go to our, see this little line over here, download backup file. You have it in our slide. So just copy that one. Just copy that one. Control C, copy that one. Okay, and go to your go to the online. Okay, go to the online Google. Okay, go to the online. Here you paste that one, Control V. Okay, and then enter it. You will see the Microsoft page open. Okay, this is the Microsoft page going to open, and then you see, did you see the adventure work sample database? Okay, the adventure work sample database is provided by the Microsoft SQL Server. Okay, so now what you're going to do is go down, download backup file. Okay, download backup file, go down, see the adventure work 2004, adventure work 2014, click this one, then it should be downloaded. And then adventure work data warehouse 2014. Okay, also click this one. So two file should be in your download folder. Okay, so
ভাইয়া কোনটা কপি করে নিছিলাম? আহ,
okay, so if you go to again, if you go to
mhm.
the, if you go to the slide
Yes,
number, yeah, 5, no, it is go to this one. See, this is the line. Okay,
the yellow part, right?
that just yellow part. So under the download backup file, just copy this part. Okay, download backup file, copy that part. Okay, so copy that part, go to the online, and see this Microsoft, this page, adventure work sample database, this page open, and if you go down, there are number of database, and then it is under the OLTP. You press adventure work 2014 dot back.
ভাইয়া একটু আমার না কপি হচ্ছে না।
ও কপি হচ্ছে না না?
না।
আচ্ছা, in that case তুমি তুমি in that case you just go to the uh, okay, so okay, you just go to the SQL server. I mean, no, sorry, go to the online Google,
Mhm.
and just write uh, download. Let's see, download adventure work. Just write download adventure work, uh, adventure work 2014. You can write like this, huh? Download adventure work 2014. Click that one,
Mhm.
and adventure work sample database. See, this is the line comes, adventure work sample database SQL server,
Mhm.
and click that one.
Okay.
Okay, so now you're gonna see this page.
Yes.
Okay, so now you
Mhm.
go down under the download backup file, there OLTP uh, database and data warehouse database. So
Yes.
OLTP database, we're gonna click the adventure work 2014 dot back.
Yes.
Okay, and then also click the adventure work data warehouse 2014. Okay,
Okay.
these two file click. Okay, so once you click, you go to your C drive on the download folder. After it is downloaded, it's very short file. It's takes less than a minute. So
Yes.
yeah, so you should have see two database on your download folder. Okay, so
Mhm.
what you need to do is just first to just right click on Adventure Work 2014, and then you cut it. Okay, cut that one, first one, cut that one, and then go to your C drive. Okay, go to your C drive, that just cut it, and then go to your C drive, and then go to the program file, click
Mhm.
the program file, and then go to the Microsoft SQL Server, and then go to his Microsoft SQL Server, the one you have, and then go to the MS SQL, and then backup. You have to see, remember that I was showing the data before, where is the database created. Here is on the top, also is called backup. So inside the backup, just backup, uh, and you can just paste it, right click pasted, or you can control V, you can do that. It should be pasted here. Okay.
ভাইয়া মাইক্রোসফট সিকিউএল সার্ভারে ক্লিক করব, রাইট?
Uh-huh.
তারপর এখানে দেখাচ্ছে এম এমএসএস 12 মাইক্রোসফট সিকিউএল সার্ভার, তিনটা দেখাচ্ছে।
আচ্ছা, তিনটা দেখাচ্ছে। ওকে, তিনটার মধ্যে কি কি আছে বলো তো? প্রত্যেকটাই কি এমএস এসকিউএল 12.ms সিকিউএল সার্ভার, আর কি তারপরে কি কি আছে?
এমএসএস 12, এমএসআরএস 12 আর এমএস এসকিউএল 12।
ওই তো এসকিউএল 12 এ যাও। হ্যাঁ,
আচ্ছা, তারপর এমএস এসকিউএল এ আসলাম, তারপর
হ্যাঁ এমএস এসকিউএল এ আসবা,
তারপর
সরি,
ব্যাকআপ।
হ্যাঁ এমএস এসকিউএল এ আসলা, তারপরে ব্যাকআপ ক্লিক করো।
ব্যাকআপ ক্লিক করলে ভাইয়া আমাকে বলতেছে ইউ ডোন্ট কারেন্টলি হ্যাভ পারমিশন টু
ওকে
অ্যাক্সেস দিস
ওকে,
ফোল্ডারস।
অ্যাকসেপ্ট ইট, ক্লিক ইট, ইয়েস,
কন্টিনিউ।
কন্টিনিউ। হ্যাঁ,
আচ্ছা, এটা একটা এমটি ফোল্ডার।
হ্যাঁ এমটি ফোল্ডার, রাইট ক্লিক করে এখানে পেস্ট করো এটা। হ্যাঁ,
ওকে, করছি।
okay, so now you can minimize, or you can just minimize this one, this window, and then come back to, everybody did it, now come back to your SQL Server. Okay, come back to your SQL Server.
Mhm.
Okay, so now go to your database, right click the database, and then click the restore database. Okay, restore database. When it open this restore database, you click the device. Okay, and
ভাই
then
আরেকবার একটু দেখান প্লিজ।
okay, so go back, you open the SQL Server. Okay,
ইয়েস।
open the SQL Server, and there is a database na, database, right click the database.
ওকে,
Okay, right click the database, and then you see the restore the database. Did you see the restore database? And then click the restore database.
না ভাইয়া আমার তো রিস্টোর দেখায় রিপোর্টস এন্ড রিফ্রেশ।
না, তুমি okay, okay, you can see the database here, no? So if you go to the right click the database, there is a new database.
ওকে, রিস্টোর ডাটাবেস। ইয়া,
Restore database. Okay, so this is the window is open, no?
ইয়েস।
Okay, good. So now we click the device over here.
ওকে,
Okay, so device, then there is a point, this is the message, this is the one, click this on the right, is just right side in the over here, click this one. Okay, so now there is another window open. Okay, so now if you add, click the add. Okay, so if you click the add, like showing again. So did you see add this one, this window?
ইয়েস।
Okay, so now click add. If you click add, so you should be able to see Your backup is highlighted and you should be able to see adventure work 2014 dot back, only one in your place.
Yes.
Okay, so if you highlight that one, highlight the adventure work 2014, highlight and say okay.
Mm-hmm.
Once you say okay, then there is another one, another window down. That is, you have to underneath the window, you have to say another okay. One okay, another okay.
So it says database restored successfully.
Okay, so now you okay. I already have it, so I'm just closing now. So now you came here, see the database, right click the database and refresh it now. And if you open it, you should be able to see Adventure 2014.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So now do the same thing. Okay, do the same thing. Go back to your go back to your download folder and cut the one is same one, not same one, sorry, cut the one is adventure work dot dw 2014, dw 2014, cut that one and just same process again. Okay, so cut that one and then yeah, same thing, you have to go to the backup file from the C drive programming and then go to the backup and paste it again and come back. When these two database you can see it, please let me know, or if you need help let me know over here, because it's something you have to do the same thing. Database, restore database.
ভাইয়া ব্যাকআপে নেওয়ার পর কি করতে হবে নেক্সট?
ওকে, ব্যাকআপ নেওয়ার পর ওটা এখন রাইট ক্লিক করে পেস্ট করছো তো না,
জি
অ্যাডভেঞ্চার ওয়ার্ক 2014,
জি
ওইটা এখন ব্যাকআপে দুইটা ফাইল হয়েছে, নাও ইউ ক্যান
জি
ক্লোজ ইট, ক্লোজ দ্যাট
ওকে
ওয়ান,
ওকে
close that one, come to SQL Server.
হুম
Okay, when you come to the SQL Server, now again the same process. You go to the database again, and then right click on this database, and then again that you have to see the restore database. You have to click the restore database.
ভাইয়া আমার দুইটাই কমপ্লিট।
Oh wow, okay, 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 so restore database, and then come to the device, click, and then add, and then you have to select that second one. Okay, okay.
ভাইয়া ডাটাবেজের ওখানে কি একটা অ্যাডভেঞ্চার ওয়ার্ক দেখানোর কথা না দুটা?
এখন দুটা দেখানোর কথা। আগে তো তোমার একটা ছিল অ্যাডভেঞ্চার ওয়ার্ক, ওটা তো তুমি দেখতে পারছো না সাকসেসফুলি।
হ্যাঁ।
এখন another one, the one is second one you have to highlight, but you don't see any other.
I see one only.
Okay, so that means it didn't paste. Something is not pasting is not right here. Okay, so you can go back, you can go back, you can go back and go back to your data file. I mean, go back to the one you, sorry, go to your C drive again.
Hmm.
Go to your C drive.
Program files.
Yeah, program files.
SQL Server.
Microsoft SQL Server, and go to the MS SQL.
হ্যাঁ, ব্যাকআপে তো ভাইয়া দুটাই দেখাচ্ছে।
ব্যাকআপে দুটো দেখাচ্ছে।
হ্যাঁ।
Okay, so refresh. Okay, okay, right click and refresh over here also. Like, I don't know, just sometime it's
একটা অ্যাডভেঞ্চার ওয়ার্ক
2014.
.back আর একটা অ্যাডভেঞ্চার ওয়ার্কস DW 2014 back.
Okay,
dot
just
back.
okay, minimize this again now.
Okay.
Minimize this and come back to the SQL Server.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so now do the same process, database, restore database. Okay,
তারপর একটা উইন্ডো আসছে ভাইয়া।
now is now you can this is the window, na, restore database window, na.
Yes.
Yeah, this window, restore database, and then click the device, huh?
Okay.
Click the device and then click on this side.
Oh, I missed that part, I think.
Okay, yeah, click on the right side.
Okay.
Select backup device, and there is an add over here, no?
Yes.
Click this one.
Yeah.
When you click the add, you saw the two now, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, so now it's the okay, and then another okay, then it would be complete.
Do I need to select any of them
Yes,
from
yes,
here?
yes, sorry, you have to
Which
select
one?
the second one, because first one you done, no? So second one it's selecting the adventure work, DW to DW, the second one, the one you just pasted. Okay, okay, and then you should be able to see the both.
জি ভাইয়া এখন দেখাচ্ছি। আমি ওই অ্যাড এর পার্টটা মিস করছিলাম।
হ্যাঁ, না, এগুলো just one time is not enough sometime. It's absolutely fine. So okay, so now we have both database. These are both are nice big database we restore in our SQL Server. We can do so many things with this data now. Anyway, so now before I finish, one more important things I wanted to show. Say tomorrow or there, like you're gonna you come close the computer, and then you come up and then try to open it, and then you're going to see this window. Okay, this you're going to see like this, and then you say connect, and then all of a sudden you're going to see this window. You're going to you might see connect to the server. This window can come, so it's going to say network selection or something problem. It happens often, I see. So that time, what you have to do when fail to connect SQL Server, okay, what you have to do that time. So you have to follow this. If it's instead of connecting is that error message come, what you have to do is you have to go to Okay, you go to the window now. Right click the window. Right click the window. I also says over there, but it's still I'm showing again here. Computer management. Okay, computer management. You click that computer management. Okay, this computer management, and then from the computer management you're going to see service and application. Okay, the last one, and the service and application. You click that service and application, and you can see the inside service and application there is a last one is SQL Server configuration manager. Okay, you're gonna see that. Okay, so you're gonna see SQL Server configuration manager. Okay, so when you open this one, you're gonna see number of item over here. Okay, but one is called SQL Server service. Okay, one you're gonna see SQL Server service. So click that one. When you're gonna click that one, okay, SQL Server service. So you're gonna see number of item, but mainly you have to always pay attention to the one is your, like is a so many. See, like I have so many because I have a SQL Server analysis service, SQL Server agent, reporting service. Those are not the important right for you. You don't have it, maybe not all. So SQL Server management, this one 001, this one is running right now. Okay, so when you're gonna see it, open it, you're gonna say it is stop. That's why that error message comes. Okay, so all you have to do is stop. If it is here, then right click, and then you have to say start. See, right now my one is running. That's why it is start is not. You can see that I cannot use it, but stop I can do it. But when it is stop, you can start it. Okay, when you start it, it will start, and you will see, you have to see status is running. Okay, so when you see status is running, then you can close it, and then you can go back to SQL Server and try to connect. It should be okay. But anyway, I mean, is there any issue? Always there is a Slack. I think you have to put anything. If you have an issue, let me know. Also, I'll always get
Bhaiya,
back to you.
one quick question. So
Uh,
if you stop it now, what will happen?
that will give you that issue. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you show a little bit? Just stop it now. Let's see.
Okay. You wanted to see that now? Okay.
Yeah. Manually stopping. Okay.
Yeah.
And always is server 001. Is it like that?
No, your one is not 001. Your one is just SQL Server. I think you can open
Oh,
it and
yeah.
can check.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. So if
Okay,
I
what will
stop,
happen now? Yep.
so if I wanted to connect now, if you go to the SQL Server, so if I wanted to connect now,
Uh-huh.
see,
Give you error.
it's going to give you that error. Okay, and you very often you can see that one.
Oh, then it's very important.
Yeah, it is very
So
important.
Bhaiya, for now in my one, I can see SQL Server browser is stopped, and two of
Yeah.
the things are stopped, but other are running. So is that
Yeah,
okay?
I mean, yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
See, look, you have to think about only look at the MS SQL Server. That's the one, MS SQL Server. You have some other things. You don't worry about that. But my one is I put different instances, so that's why it is 001. But it is, you're gonna see that one, and that's the report I'm talking about. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So now,
Start it. Yeah.
yeah. So now you have to go back there. Uh, I just close it.
It was in the right side, bhaiya.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so now you just have to again, you see, like if you go here, see like a red mark. If you have something still you have, it is agent, like your is also red because it is we are not using right now. Any agent we are not using, so it is okay. But uh, or anything MS, I have couple of servers, so I have a little confusing for you. But remember, only thing is you have a MS SQL Server. uh, you can have to make it uh, run again. Okay, start. And if you have a problem with understanding or anything, you can start run each one. Is not a problem actually. You can run it each one, and then you can go also do that. But not necessary actually. It is just not necessary. So now I can close it, and then if I connect it, is going to be fine. Okay. So this is really important because time to time it's happened. Different issues. If you close the whole computer, sometime you open, it's going to happen like that. Okay. So pretty much that's all. I think I'm gonna send you few things and you guys for study, and 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 the next class, for the next class also, uh, I'm always gonna send you beforehand few things, like see, like we go here. Next we created the table, but you can see I already sent one uh, small table, EMP table. Okay, that is a EMP table and data. That is I already share with you guys. You can see just a little. It's gonna look like this. When you're gonna download, you can also do for your it's gonna be advanced. If you do one thing, uh, if you go to this is the one I send it share with you. Okay, all you can do is see practice this one yours. uh, what you I should write here, actually I didn't. You can now, you know already, you can create one database. Okay, remember that database creation is just nothing. You just open the computer, and then under the under the miscellaneous or under the project, you just create. So just write here create database, and then you write emp. Okay, and then it will create your database. And then after that, from the drop down, you can see that emp. From drop down means, what I'm saying is, when you create emp database, it is going to be drop down. You're going to see emp. So bring the emp over here, or you can write use emp. Okay, you just write the use emp, and then you can write use the emp. Okay, let me please write this two line, because whenever I put, I did not. uh, so this file you already have, I share it, but two line, please write it right now. Use emp, go. So now all you have to do is copy whole thing and just run it. Okay, and then if you run it, after that you write select all from emp, and then if you run like this, then you should be able to see all this data under the emp table. You and under the emp table, under the emp database, under the emp table, you will be able to see all the column and row that is has all the data. Okay, so this is the one I share with you, but just write this three line and this line. Okay,
Yeah.
uh,
I will interrupt you. Sorry to interrupt.
or I can send it you this one again. That's also, you
Yeah.
can delete that one. I'm going to send it this one. So
No,
all you
bhaiya.
have to do, say again, say.
Sorry. Just the interruption.
Mhm.
I mean, I created a folder homework. Okay.
Okay.
So you can put this one in the homework folder in the
Okay.
same uh, just they can follow from this. You can just give a date, maybe today's date, so
Okay,
they
okay,
can
yeah,
easily understand file
yeah,
name with the date.
okay,
It's up
yeah,
to you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. This is fine. Okay, so
Today's date, yeah,
okay, homework is just January
31st of
30.
Jan.
Huh?
No, 31st. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it's already 31st. Okay, so so okay, I mean, if you okay, if you run like this, it's gonna run everything, but I don't want you to do that. What you're gonna do is one step, do it step by step, so that is better for you. All you have to do this first, you do go here, you're going to do this, and then go to the database, right click, refresh it, and then you're going to see this database. Okay, so then after that, right, just highlighted this part and then run it, and then you're going to see the emp comes to this place. Okay, and then after that you run the table, and then again go to that database, emp database, and right click the database, and refresh it. You're going to see the table. Okay, and then you insert the data. After the insert data, you don't have to do anything. Then you can come and select all from enp. Then you're going to see all the data from there. Okay, so once you see that, the next class we're going to teach you, and then I will go give you more homework so that you can retrieve many different way. You can do slicing, dicing, and everything from this small table. I always teach with a small table so that you can see with your eye that what's going on and where is data, because if I bring the thousands of data, then it is not easy to understand, to see. All right, so this is something I'm going to put it in, and that, like you say,
Homework folder.
yeah, okay.
Bhaiya, I just need a quick help from you. Like my SQL page is not like the organized that your one is. Like my object explorer bar, like when I click on it, it shows in the full screen. Like I don't have these three columns like you. How can I organize it?
Okay, okay. Let's see. I mean, I think class is finished now. I'm just gonna
Mhm.
see. I'm not gonna. Okay, so this is done now. So just let me see what.
Okay, Bhaiya, then can I leave now because my baby is crying?
Okay, no, no, yeah, it's done everything now. Okay, yes, yes,
Okay, thank you,
okay,
Bhaiya.
yeah, yeah. Thanks.
কে কথা বলছে? আমি আছি, অসুবিধা নেই, ক্যারি অন করবেন।
Okay, all right. So let me see. Just okay. Oh, I have to see your screen. Let's share
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna share it.
I'm still keeping the recording, okay? Because it may help.
AJ Bhaiya, like if I click on this SQL, any queries or anything, it doesn't show, like it's too wide.
Oh, okay, okay. It's a oh, object explorer is going. Okay, okay. So uh, let me see. Click the object explorer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So hold that object explorer with a okay. Hold it and press it and bring it down. Yeah. See, is bring it down. Okay, bring it down, and okay, bring it down more. Okay, so go to the now. Okay, so it is here now. See, like, okay, when you hold it
Mm-hmm.
that, and then you can try to move it. Try to move it like a left and right, but
Yes.
yeah, but don't let it go. Like yeah, you can move it like that.
Drag,
Okay,
actually. Dragging, he's talking about. Okay. So click
okay.
and
So
drag.
go to that corner. Go to that corner. Okay, go.
Like this.
No, no, no.
Oh,
Hold it again. Hold it again. Hold
okay.
it. Okay, hold it again, and then press it and go
Uh-huh.
to your left of this window, and try to see, like, if you see the colored. I can I okay go hang if I go to, can I take a control?
Obviously, you can request
Yeah, you just
in the top of the screen.
yeah. But last time I tried took a control and then I couldn't even move it. His one
Try
is
again. Yep.
it was here. No,
Yeah, it will work.
Zoom. Okay, request remote control.
Under view options in Zoom.
Under view, yeah, view options. You are about to request. Okay, request.
Okay, approved.
See the okay. See the when you press it
Mm-hmm.
and then look it. You can see that something comes on the window. No.
Mm-hmm.
See I'm moving. Look at I'm moving. No. Look I'm moving by holding. Okay, I'm moving your
Yes.
screen. You can see it. No.
Yes.
Okay, see like here is if I press it like this, look at this.
Mm-hmm.
My cursor cursor is hitting this yellow little yellow bar. Then I
Yes.
can see the color. If I just release it now, is
Mm-hmm.
gonna set up here. But you wanted to keep it in a left, no? So
Yes.
you have to go to the left one. See, if you wanted to put left,
Uh,
it's gonna go left. If you go on the right, it's
mm-hmm.
gonna go to the right.
I see.
So if you go to the left, it's gonna go left. Then you release it. I'm still holding, but I'm releasing right now. Did you see that? And then
Yes. Yeah.
it comes to the next left,
Okay.
and then now you can see like this one. You can make it bigger or small. Okay.
Okay. Okay, Bhaiya. Thank you.
All right. Okay. So play with this everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
And
Jewel Bhai and Shojib Bhai.
okay.
Just one more thing. Apu, just stay there. Jewel bhai,
Yes.
we're supposed to have a review class on Thursday. So
I don't know. I'm gonna go for review because I don't think they need review. Yeah, because they are doing it with me everything. So if they have a issue or something, they can
yeah.
come to the next class. But if you go to review, I don't know. I will be able to go there. But I think it would be. That's why I'm doing it as you go with me. So that is not many people's. If it is a 5 6 people's, then
Uh-huh.
it makes more sense to
Okay. Now
review.
we understand. So if suppose Tanjila Apu or Sumapu, if you face any issue, let us know in the Slack. Okay. So because they should inform us as well, right, Jewel bhai?
Yes,
So
yes. If you have any issue, you can email me, reach me anytime. I have no problem,
Okay.
and I will always help you. Okay.
Okay.
But the
So,
review, yeah,
yeah.
and the review class, everything, one or two we're gonna do it, but it's not like it's right away because it just you have to grab this everything at the beginning, no? So review
yeah.
class, if I can do it, it's after a couple of weeks later maybe, but now. But if you have any issue, please let us know right away so that we can help you. Even you can like there is a communication is a Slack also. You can do that. And
Okay.
Sajid,
Yeah.
I will after finish with her. I can you stay with me for a couple of minutes? I
Yeah. Sure.
do
Yeah.
few things.
No problem.
uh,
Thank
so
you.
Bhaiya, whatever